Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sutta we are going to learn today. It is from Nandaka Nikaya, Petavatu. Stories of ghosts or ghost stories. Okay, beings are ghosts. Nandaka Petavatu. I hope so that this story we have heard before also. From several monks, they have explained this story, but I'm going to repeat it. In this story, you will going to learn that what is the meaning of sharing merits. When you share the merit with your devoted past relatives, so what kind of change they can have, what kind of things they can get. Second thing, how the karma works. That once what you have done, then the result will always come. Doesn't matter, some of the time it may delay a little bit because of some other karma, but it will always come. Then, if you want to give any advice to someone, then what should you give? What is the best thing that you can have to tell others? It is there. And the life in the ghost world, how the life in the ghost world exists. This sutta is about that. So this sutta name is called Nandaka Petavatu. Okay, so this is the story about Nandaka ghost, and we're going to learn this story. This story in the Attakatha, in the commentaries, it mentions that this is happens after the Buddha's time, when the Sangha was still there. In that time, some of the places it mentioned that you should go and visit, you should go and worship the Supreme Buddha. So it is mentioned there. So this Petavatu started like this. Raja Pingilu Nam Suratthana Adipati. So there is one country called Saurashtra or Surat. In current location, in the today's time, it is in the Gujarat state. Okay, so it is close to the Mumbai. The Gujarat state is called Saurashtra. They still call that region is called Saurashtra. Okay, so Suratthana Adipati, the king from Surat, his name was Pingal. The Pingal name king. Mauryanam Upatkanam Gandhva. So there is a neighboring country, the Maurya kingdom, the Magadha kingdom. Okay, so he visited their kingdom to have the thing. And then after his visit, after he went to meet them, while he was returning, Suratham Punaragamana. So while he was returning, this incident happened. So what happened? Unne Majjanike Kale Raja Punk Upagami Adasang Magaramaniyang Petanantang Varnupatham. So at while in the summertime, this king saw the beautiful place, which is look like, it's like divine way in the ghost world kind of way, with the field with the grass and all the things. So his chariot driver, okay, he said to the king, King, this is a beautiful place. Ayam Maggo Ramaniyo, Hemo, Sovati Go Sivu, Imina Sarathi Yam Surathana. So King said to the Sarathi, dear Sarathi, your driver, this place looks very beautiful. It looks very serene. So shall we go to this way? And then with his chariot, with his thing, entire for his army, or not army, but his smaller group, you know. So the king and his guards, they all went to that direction. They thought that this way will be closer, or it is beautiful toward their country, Surat. Okay, so they went on that. After going a little bit further, they have this thing. They had this thought. What is it? That Kummagam patipannamma vinsanang loma hansanang urato dissati maggo pachato na this pachatochana dissanti. So they said, they had this thing, this path which was looking beautiful, I'm sorry, even though it was giving them goosebumps, it was making them feel a little bit nervous. They were shivering in that time. Thing was happening. They can see the front of them, but if they look at their back, so they were unable to find the path. Then Kummagang patipannamma yamupurisana santike amansu vayati gandu goso suyati danu. So the pathway was good, but they thought that this is the wrong path they have to. It looks like they have chosen the path toward ghostwood or toward hell. The smell also was not the fresher one. It having that unusual, uncommon smell that what we can say about the ghost smell in the symmetry, in a kind of way that what you get. Such a smell they would have, and they were hearing some noise which was frightening them. And then slowly, the king also comes to know about these things, and this chariot driver, he told to the king, and the king also thought about that. Hey, we have followed this path. So what he did, Hatti Khandam Samaruya. So this king climbed onto elephant. Olo Kendo Jatuddisang. Adassa Nigrodha Ramaniyam. Padapang Chaya Sampanam. Nila Bhavanna Sadisang. Meghavanna Sirinam. So this king climbed onto his elephant, and he looking onto all directions, what he can see. And he saw the huge tree with this the blue sky, under the blue sky, with the field with a whole lot of branches. It was kind of the tree that the darker clouds, that much huge it was. So covering all the things, stopping all the lights from the sky. This was that much huge tree, and he saw, and his chariot driver also, or his driver also says, Sarati Amantai Raja. So he said, Maharaj, I can see this tree in front. This is called the Nigrodh. Nigrodh tree, it means banyan tree. Okay, so the banyan tree, as you know, the banyan tree, how far, how big it grows. It has a lot of veins and lot of huge span. It goes little by. It's covered a lot of place. Single tree. Usually, in the construction places, they don't let it grow this tree because it tear apart all the ground. It makes difficult. So this banyan tree was there, and after looking that, they thought, okay, let's go to there. The king said, let's go to there, and we can see. So as the king was climbing on he was on the elephant, he went to there, and then he saw in front of the tree, like, Disi di Rukka Mula Sning, Samacho Saparijano. So he went there, and near close to the tree, he climbed down from his elephant, and he saw with his whole king's guards or whole protective people. He went there and he saw Under the tree, there was Puram Paniya Saraka. There was a water filled, water was there available to drink, filled in the pots. Kuve Viteja Adasa. And a delicious food was there. It was placed in under the shadow, under the heaven of the, under the shadow of the tree. And in the same time as the king saw this water and food, he saw Purisocha Devavani Sabha Sabha Bharna Bhusito Upasankamitva Rajanam Suratange Edada Pravi. So he saw there is one divine person, and he was there with the all divine clothes, and he come front of the king, and he said to him, Swagatam te Maharaja, welcome king, welcome here, welcome. As you look very tired, you are looking very tired. So eat this food, and drink the water. Quench your thirst, fill your belly, and take a little bit rest. So the king was very tired. His people are also very tired. So what they did? They all had that food and they all drink the water. And after drinking, the king was a little bit shocked. The place that where they are, it is not common one. Means as they see, they can see the front of them, but they cannot see the back side. They cannot see the back part. And in this place with this huge tree, who is this one who looks like a divine person? The king had that thing. So he asked directly to him, Devata Nusagantrapo, Adu Sakko Purindatu, Ajanantaj Punchama, Katam Jani Mayam. He asked from this person who come there and ask him that you're welcome, king. You should eat and drink the food, eat and drink and rest a little bit. So he asked, I do not know who you are. Are you the Deva? Are you the Gandhava? Are you the God Sakka? I did not know. So please let me know who you are. So he asked. And then he said, Nami Devo Nagantha. He said, I am not a god, or neither I am a Gandhava, nor I am a god Sakka. Peto Aham Maharaj, Suratha Ida Magatu. He said, I am the ghost. I came from the Suratha, in the same country you are from. I am from the same country. So he was shocked. His king was shocked. He said, okay. What did you do in your past life? Kinsilos kin samacharo surathasmin pretavam kenate brahmacharina anubhavo ayantavati. What they have heard before, that the ghost world, ghost people, they does not have the proper things. And this ghost, as he's mentioning, I am a ghost. So this ghost looks like divine person. So the king was a little bit shocked and he asked, what you have done in your past life, what you did, what kind of practices you had that you have got this much strength, this divine tree you have, this food, this water, and you look beautiful. What you have done in your past life, please tell me. So he said, Tansunohi Maharaj Arindama Ratvadana Amacha Parisajaj Brahmanul. He said, okay, king, if you really want to know, I am going to tell you. Arindama means who has destroyed his enemies. So the king was he has battle winners. So the king Arindama is called who has fought the war with his enemies and won. Rathavardhanu, the king who take care of his kingdom, who expand his kingdom. So Rathavardhanu. So those two names for the king. Amacha Parisajjacha. with the whole the gathering you have, the Brahmins and the Purohit all together, listen carefully. I am going to tell you that. He said, I was from the Saurashtra country where you are from, but Uriso Papa Chetaso. But my heart, I was with the evil thought. Papa Chetaso. I was I had an evil thought. I was not a good person. I did not have a good thing. He said, Micha Ditthicha Dussila. I had a Mitha Ditthi. I was a person who was looking the right, who had a wrong view. Kadariyo. He said, Dussilo. Dussilo, it means, was not following the 5 precepts. All the 5 precepts he was not following. Kadariyo. Paribhasato. He said, Kadariyo, it means stingy. He was greedy. Okay? He was greedy and stingy. Paribhasato. He always sees faults in other people. He always said some bad words to others. It wasn't calm. It wasn't beautifully. He's saying that I was person like that. So remember, if someone wants to born into the boast world, what kind of life they have? So this is, if the person, what makes them being boast, what takes our life toward that. So it's not someone else's karma, it is his karma. So what he says, I was Michaditi. I wasn't following, I wasn't virtuous person. I was stingy to give. I was saying bad things towards someone else. He said, Dadanta karuntu, Dadattanam karuntanam, Vara yis bahujanam, anyes dadamananam antaraya sarupam. He said, when someone was telling about generosity, I was telling something else. He said, there is no result of generosity. You should not practice what to give. It is not a good thing to donate something. And he said, when someone was really practicing generosity, or in that time, what I did, I stopped them. I become obstacle. I create something so they could not practice generosity. So what kind of life he has? See? What he was telling to people. Vipako nattidanasa. There is no result of generosity. Sayamasta kutopalam. Then what is the result of calming yourself? There is no result of that. Natti achariyo nama. Adanto kodamisati. So I haven't seen a single teacher who does not need teaching from someone to calm themselves. So teachers also need teacher. So there is nothing, everyone is similar. Samatulya bhutani kuto jetpachayiko natti balangva viriyangva kuto upattana purisa. He said, when there is all the beings are equal, then who is elder, who is the younger? There is no one. Everyone who has the power and strength. Then why should we serve? Why should we devote? Why should we take care of others? You can understand what kind of this person is telling. He said, Natti dana palang nama na visode dverina labeya labate manchu niyati parinamacha. He said that there is no result of generosity. There is nothing that you can harm to your enemy. Nothing is there. Whatever you gain, it is all pre-decided. All pre-decided, and that is the only thing you will get. He said, Natti mata pita. Mata, there is no mother, father, or your beloved sister and brothers. There is no one. Loko natti tupa. There is no this world exists in the proper way. Natti dinnang natti hutang sunihitang mavichati. There is no result of generosity. There is no result of sacrifice. So you should not have done this thing. So this person is telling, this ghost Nandaka is telling, I was the person who hold this kind of views. I was the person who was holding this. He said, when you destroyed your enemy, when you kill some person, parasa chindite siram, even you cut their head, nakochi kanyai ananti, sattanang vivaramantare. Even you kill someone, there is not the thing that you are killing someone. There is no killing. Even you cut down someone's head, there is no killing of that being. Because being is not going to die. Being exists, only this temporary body will destroy. So there is no power, there is no evil into the killing someone. See what kind of wrong view he was holding. He said, all the people in this world, they're automatically going to finish their life cycle after long time of life. And he gave the simile of like this, like the one of the ball, you know, the yarn, would we say, before we do the stitching. So the yarn is there, the round ball. If someone throw from the mountain, it's released its spread, and when it finished, there is nothing exists. He said, in the same way as this ball of yarn throws down and release all the threads from it, and it goes and it finished automatically. In the same way, all the beings in this world going to happen then. All the life you will take, like 84,000 eons and 84,000 life spans, so you will have, and eons you will stay there. And then what happened? Automatically your life will finish. So he was saying like that. Something is there. So doesn't matter whatever you do. He said, there is no any clever person, there is no any wise person, there is no any foolish one. Everyone has to finish the samsara in the same way. So it doesn't matter whatever you take effort. How much wrong view this person must have. He's believing in all these things. So he said, Vittani Sukadukthani, Donehi Pitakehicha, Sabbang Pajanati, Samullo. He said, all the things, there is no sharing the good thing and bad things are like that. There is all the things. There is not grown and pitiking. Every person has to finish their life in the same way. Even the king also had the same thing. So he said, I was the person like that. I was the person like that. He said, with this wrong view, Orang ne chahi masehi. So last 6 months before, Kala Kiriya Bhavisati, I was passed away. Ekanta Katukam Gorang Nirayam Papati Sahi. Papati Sahar. He said, from this moment, next 6 months later, I'm going to die from this life also, and I'm going to fall into the bad destination of hell, Niraya. So first he told to this king, Pingale, that I was from Saurabh and I had this kind of view. Because of this view, I am born into the ghost world. And 6 months later, I am going to fall into the Niraya to face my punishment or face my karma to what I have accumulated. So he's telling now how he told the ghost world where he is, and now he's telling how the Niraya, how the hell is. So he said, Chatukannang Chatudvaran Vibhattang Bhagaso Nitang Ayopakar Pariyantang Ayasa Patikunjitang. He said, it's a square box filled completely with the iron wall. All the upper and down, all the doors and everything is completely been covered with the iron. Tassa ayo maya bhumi jalita tejasayata samanta yojan satang haritva tiktati sampada. He said, there is this complete the iron box. It is burning as the fire. It is heating constantly. And all the people who have this wrong view and something, they are staying there for a long, long time. Vassani sata sahasani goso suyati tavade lakho eso maharaja sata bhagavasaputu. He said, so thousands and thousands of years, these all beings are staying there, and they are suffering in that life. All the people who born in the ghost of hell world, Micha Detti Chadustila, Yecha Aryupavadimo, who said the bad words to the noble one. Those all people who have the wrong view, who is breaking precepts. These people, all they born with this there, and they feel they have to suffer for long, long time. So he said, Tathaham Vigamadhanam Dukam Vedis Vedinam Palang Papasa Kamasa Tasma Socha Maham Gusam. He said, King, I am going to stay there, or people are staying there for a long, long time and suffering a lot. Palang Papasa Kamasa. It is not given by someone else. It is the own result of their own karma. So he said, Tang Sunohi Maharaja Arindamaratha Vardhana Pita Mayang Maharaja Uttara Bardhamaya. Now he's telling, Maharaja, listen to me now. There is my daughter, and I am Uttara. She's a very good one. She's a good one. Her name is Uttara. Now he's telling about his daughter. He's telling, I am in this ghost world, having this all the luxury what I'm having here. So the first he told why I'm born in this world. Second he told where I am going to go after this and what I'm going to face. And now he's telling what is the thing my daughter did that made me in ghost world like this person. So he said, Karonti Bhaddakam Kamam Sile Suposite Rata Sanyata Sam Vibhage Vidanyu Vadanyu Vidamachara. He said that my daughter, she's a good one. She's engaging in the good bodily conduct, verbally conduct, mentally conduct. She's observed the precepts and she's following Uposata. You know the Silvadistan, the English Sil day? So she's observing the Sila also, 8 precepts, and she's practicing generosity. She's calming herself. She's not a stingy. She's open-hearted. She said she's practicing the path what the Supreme Buddha has mentioned. So she's the one Upasika Sakti Munino Sambuddhasa Sirimato. She is the devotee. She is the pupil. She is the what we call student of Supreme Buddha. So he said one day she saw one monk, Bhikkhu Sila Sampanno Gamang Pindaya Padis. He saw one monk who entered into their village for the alms round, begging food. And his look was very serene. This bhikkhu was very calm, quiet, and very peacefully he was walking. Looking at him, looking at that, her mind was filled with joy. Looking this mind. And he said to the king that my good daughter, what she did after seeing this monk, she went to this monk and she said, Puram Paniya Sarakam. She gave this water to this monk. Puve Vitteja Sa Ada. She gave the food to this monk. She offered to this monk. And what she said on that time, Pita me kal kato, Bhante tasetang upakapatu. Bhante, what I have offered to you, may this good karma be helpful for my father who has passed away recently. See, his daughter, Uttara, she offered food. she offered water to this monk. And what she said? That this food I am offering the name of my father who has passed away. And immediately, as soon as Samanantara Nritte Vipaku Udapajjata Gunjami Kamahi Raja Vestavano Yata. Immediately, she said, as soon as she offered the food, automatically, I have got this all things king. Look at this all wealth I am having because my daughter, the good daughter, who was disciple of Supreme Buddha, she offered food to monk and share that merit with me. She said, Pitami Khanatatu, my father is passed away. This food what I have may be helpful for him. And immediately I have got. So, King, listen to me carefully. King, listen to me carefully. There is a Supreme Buddha. He is Sadevakas Lokas Buddho Aggo Pauchati Tang Buddhang Saranang Gacha Saputta Daro Parindam. King, listen to me. Supreme Buddha, the Blessed One, is really the form for the eldest of this world. He is the greatest in this world. Listen to me carefully. With your all the family members, with your all these people, go refuge to Kripal Jam, go refuge to Supreme Buddha, Tang Buddhang Saranang Gacha, go refuge to Supreme Buddha, and Attangikena Maggena Pussanti Amatang Padang, the path which lead toward the eightfold path which lead toward enlightenment, such a Dhamma, go to refuge to the Dhamma with your family members. Chattaru cha patipanna, chattaru cha paletita. There is a 4 fruits and 4 followers are there. Esa Sango Ujubuto, the Sangha is walking on the Ruju path, the straightforward path, which all the followers and the fruit who has attained the fruits, such a followers are there. Panya Sila Samadhi. They are wise, they are virtuous beings, go refuge to the Sangha also. So the Buddha quality, Dhamma quality, and Sangha quality he explains to King. And he said, King, listen to me carefully. What you should do, you should abstain from killing beings. You should practice generosity. You should become, abstain from drinking. You should abstain from telling lies. Whatever, you should abstain from sexual misconduct. You should be satisfied with your wife, and that's all. Attakamosi me yakta, hitakamosi devati, karomi tuyam vachanyam, twasi acharyom. After listening this king, he said, you are a really good person. Yep. You have told me what is the benefit for me. What you did, this king, now the king is telling, up to this moment, this Nandaka Peth has told to the Raja that this all things is there. This is thing. Now he's saying, Attakamosi me yakta, hey yakka, you are telling what is good for me. Hitakamesi devato. All the divine beings has done for the human beings. Such a thing you are doing. Karomi tuyam vachana. I am going to follow your words. Because Kwasi Acharya Mama, from this moment, you are my teacher. I am going to listen to you. I am going to listen to you. Ubemi Saranang Buddham, Dhammam Chati Anuttarang Sangham Chanaradevas Gachami Saranang. She said, definitely, I will go to the refuge of Buddha. I will follow the Dhamma also. I will follow the Sangha. I am going to go refuge to all people jam. Pana Tipata Viramati Hippam. I am going to abstain from killing thee. Loke Aditnam Parivachaya. I am going to abstain from stealing. Appamajjo no Musamanati. I will stop from drinking. I will give up drinking. And I will stop telling lies. Sakena darena cha homi tuttu. I am going to follow these things with my whole family. He said, and finally, I will follow the path as the Buddha has mentioned. I will follow this path as this river. All these my wrong views, all with wrong views, I will destroy as the river whose path running through a very fast can destroy all the things what is coming between the path. Such a way, I will going to destroy all my wrong views. I will follow this Supreme Buddha's Dhamma and I will complete the path. From this moment, all my wrong views are destroyed. I have observed the right way. And saying this, worshipping him, this king climbed onto his chariot and he went on his way. So in this sutta, in this Nandaka, what we learn? What is there? This entire chanting, there are a lot of verses, like close to 50 verses, 40 to 45 verses are there. This all verses explains what kind of life is there. What kind of life in the ghost world people live. Three or four things he has mentioned. He said, I was in human world, the evil person. I was with the wrong view. And I died from there. But life, what I have got in the ghost world, it is also very short time of period. Very short time of period. So ghost does not live for a long, long time. Up to their karma, they live there. And once they're done, if they have a very severe karma they have collected, they go to the hell world. So he said, 6 months, I'm having this all thing. And that is the result of because of my daughter who has offered the food to monk and share the merit with me. So because of that. And that is why all the monks in the monastery share the merits for our departed relatives. Because of that. So whenever you do something good, whenever you practice generosity, we don't know which our relative needs our help. So we should just simply say, okay, may this all the karma, the helpful karma, all past away relatives. And that's all. So there are a lot of chances that they may get this kind of comfort. You know, as we know, in the ghost world, people suffers a lot. So he said, because of that. And now he said, after 6 months, I am going to face all difficulties. I'm going to go to fall into the hell because of my papa karma, because of my wrong view. What I have done, I'm going to face because of my karma. And he said, I'm going to suffer a lot. So king, listen to me carefully. Don't follow the path what I have followed. Don't follow these things what I have done. Follow the path of Supreme Buddha. Go refuge triple gem. And he told the qualities of Sangha also. Qualities of Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. And he asked, go refuge to them. And that would be. And the king said, okay, you are a good person who's telling me this host also was wise enough. He did not say, go king and do something good and share the merit with me. He said, my karma is already done. Now I'm going to go to the hell and suffer, but yours is still there to remain. You should go and practice good karma. And the king also was very intelligent. He did not think that I am listening this teaching, I am listening these things from the ghost. He was simply saying, thank you very much. From this moment, you're my teacher. And as a teacher, I am going to follow, I am going to go refuge. From this moment, all the wrong view has been finished. From now on, I am going to follow the path of Supreme Buddha. I am going to complete this path. And you worship and event. That is the beautiful story we can learn. If we have this kind of wrong things in our life, we can correct ourselves in this moment. It is not very, very powerful for us. It is still the chances that we can overcome all of this. So listen, understand that. King must be the wrong person at this moment. And that's why the ghost encourage him to be a good person. If we have the same thing, we should also correct ourselves. There is no late for us. There is still chance we can develop it. So may this Nandaka Petavatu be become very important discourse for us. May this Nandaka Petavatu be helpful for us to understand the ghost world and suffering of hell. May this Nandaka Petavatu be helpful for us to understand what is the good karma does, what is the sharing does for us, what is the good merit sharing given to us. May this sutta be helpful for us to understand and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha dispensation. Sadhu.
Bante, I would like to ask this question. Maybe it's kind of a cultural or anything, because
Okay.
among the Chinese, especially the Chinese Buddhists, um, um, believe in the lunar calendar of July, which is
Yeah.
right now. Right now, it's July for the lunar calendar. The entire month is always called the ghost month,
Yeah.
wherein the ghosts were the gates of of ghost world opens, and then relatives pass away. The ghost will come and visit and ask for food. So is this as Buddha mentioned about this, is particular month, special month, and then what should we do? Because among the Chinese Buddhists, it's a month of chanting, uh, offering, sharing merits. So just would like to hear from Bante anything.
So, what the Harry is, it's a cultural thing, Harry. It does not have the truth in it. Ghost does not come to that particular month. They are living among us. They have a similar life and the similar things. Even now, you can see if you are able to. So they still lives. There doesn't need a special month or that, because when he passed away, this Nandaka, his daughter offered the food 6 months before, and 6 months of luxury life he had. 6 months later, he's going to die. He's going to die from after 6 months, and he's going to born in the hell. So, what kind of ghost they stays there? What kind of ghost they come into that particular time? Those are things that come from the Mahayana to give the special offering, to earn the money from, to benefit from there. So something like that. But offering food to your departed relatives, it's always you can do for the entire year. It does not have the specific time. In the Kvetavatu, Buddha did not mention a single time period for that. Okay, this is the time period that you can offer the food to the ghost. Nothing like that. Okay, so that is the only cultural thing. It does not have the truth bind with it. Maybe people may have visited a lot of ghosts in that time of period, and that's why they declare like that. Cultural thing is entirely different. But yes, the ghosts are exist, and they do come, not like that. But if you are able to offer, if you are able to do, then they will come to that. But you cannot give directly them food. You cannot give directly like the Chinese do. They place the food and everything. This is food for the ghost, and they burn also sometimes, some of the places. But you cannot give the food like that. It's just it's a chanting. It's like a worshipping, like something, So whoever do these things, they earn the money from that. So that is it's a what they call it, professional thing that this
Nice commercial
happen. Yes, and that's why they impose on the people. Okay, you should do this thing, this thing. In Buddhism, there is nothing like that. There is no earning money from the religious things. No. If you come and you told me, Bante, okay, take this money and give my relatives, monks will say no. It's not possible. It's not there. So there is no earning money from these sources. This is the thing you do for your relatives, and you can do it your way. There is no middleman who can provide food to your past away relatives. It cannot happen. Right? So I hope that everyone understand this. Understand if we have the wrong view, it will be very harmful for us. So if you hold a single wrong view, so try to get rid of that slowly. It doesn't happen in one day. We do not have the Nandaka ghost to tell us now. He's passed away already, he's in hell now at this moment. But even we can learn from his words, then we should understand. Result of our own karma is the thing that drags us there. It is not some divine intuition or divine something like, okay, you're going to suffer. No, you're going to feel happy. No, it is our own karma which takes us there. So if we correct our own karma, and that will be enough. Someone else's good karma can help us if we rejoice in their good karma. He was a Mittaditya, but his daughter was not. So when the family members offer something to the monks, you should always share this with your departed relatives. And that will be a good thing to do. Okay? So remember this, learn something from it. It's in the book, in the ghost world. It is from the Petavattu, the book of ghost, and you can read this sutta and learn beautifully